Hi everyone, it's Chandra Keys and it is Keys to Anime. I am hopping on here today just to talk about something really, really fun. I know to you guys that I do anime, which is what I'm about, but I gotta let this play first. I love music. As y'all can tell, I'm a big music person. Today, I will be talking about something a little bit different. And the music score, let me turn it down, which is a very, if you listen to it, you might know what movie I'm talking about. Today, I went to see Cruella. I know, right? So it was really, really good. I know I always talk about anime, but today I wanted to talk about Cruella only because I really, really enjoyed the movie. It was really, really good, like for an origin story. So there will be spoilers. So if you don't want to hear about spoilers, hey, exit now. But it's on and popping. Hopefully my video, it'll probably be a little long today. Maybe not. We'll find out. Just depending on how I feel. But I'm gonna definitely have to buy this song. Like I love this, and it's called Audio Machine Under Lock and Key Cruella OST. So it's part of the original soundtrack of this movie, and I am telling you, it was a really really good movie. Okay, I'm after this part. I'm waiting. Okay. So again, hi, I'm Chandra Keys. This is Keys to Anime. Today we will not be talking about anime per se. We will be talking about a cartoon, sort of kinda. We all know 101 Dalmatians. We know we know the movie, the Disney movie, and we also know the book, actually, which is funny because the author who wrote the book, she was like, her friend had said to her, she had a Dalmatian, and she said, "Oh, well, this Dalmatian is so cute. It would make a fine coat." Like, what crazy person would say, "Oh, a dog would look nice as a coat"? Kind of weird. But anyway, so Cruella is an origin story, and Emma Stone is she's the main person in the movie. I liked it. Me and my sister went to it today. When I tell you, I will watch that like a million times again. I think it was very well put together. The production was well. You had some computer generated stuff, some CIG, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't too much. Like Maleficent was good with the CIG, but it was like, oh, here we go with this, some make believe, crazy stuff. But this movie was very well put together. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, if that's the reason why the movie filmed very well and went very well. Like, I want to go to London. I don't know about nobody else, I think that's where it was filmed at or based off of, or is British or whatever. I really want to go to London now, and I really want to go to I think it's British Columbia. Anyway, I really want to go and go down the roads and really look and see the sights because I really truly enjoyed this movie. Um, I want to start off in the beginning because this is an origin story. So in the beginning, it was a little girl who had black and white hair. And she was raised by her mom. And her mom was really, really sweet, really, really nice. You know, cruelty is. And so the mom went to go get money from the countess so that she could, take her child somewhere else, Estelle somewhere else. That was the child's name, Estelle. Well, it went real wrong real quick. That's all I can say. The mom died. So yeah, there are spoilers. So sorry. So the mom died. And the girl thought it was all her fault. As children do, they think that it's their fault. Like, if their parents get divorced, especially if they get divorced when children are young. Oh, I had to do something, or I created this mess. And that's not necessarily the case. And sometimes, we carry these things into adulthood and we realize that, we shouldn't have, we weren't like this, then we should have been better, or I would have been better, or if my mom would have been better, or you blame somebody or you blame yourself. And that's not always good to hold on and to carry on to that kind of stuff, because that's the kind of stuff that mess you up as an adult. But I digress. So The little girl runs away. She runs into these two little boys. Well, to me, and I'll just say this, that the setup for Dalmatian 101 is pretty, is getting there. I think there will be a part two, um, a part to her origin story. Um, but let's just say that she was a very good fashion designer. Like she grew up, she became a fashion designer. She was working as a janitor, well, as a maid of all things, a janitor, maid, whatever you want to call it. She wasn't good at it. Okay, she was too busy. She was really better at being a thief. That's really her calling per se. And so she did that, and she really was really wanting to be in the industry of creating fashion. And one of her friends decided that it would be great to do that for her, which was really nice. He filled out the application and turned it in so that she could be, come part of that world. And the two people that supported her, it was just interesting, the dynamics of the group and how they were. They were good friends. And in 101 Dalmatians, you don't see any of that. You don't see the camaraderie. You don't see the friendship. You don't see the kindness and the sweetheartedness and gentleheartedness of this person. And I think it's interesting because Disney really, it's funny because Disney really like to create these wholesome child movies or children's movies. I mean, because you can always, you make so much money off of children. And I'm not trying to be mean or cruel when I say that. It's just the truth. If I geared my show towards children, I would have probably, I would get more viewers. Not saying that I don't have no viewers. Thank you, everyone who's viewing me. I appreciate it. And again, today we are going down a different road. I know it's not anime, but I will say this. I will come back with some more content. So if this is not your cup of tea, I'm sorry. But I am a big movie person as well. So, with that being said. And I really truly enjoyed this movie. Like I just really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm an origins person. And I think I've established that on like all my videos. I'm a big origin person. I like to find out, why are you the way that you are? Who created you like this? Because God didn't create this. Okay? He didn't have anything to do with this. And the Baroness found out that she created this window piece that was just exquisite. It was beautiful. And so she hired her to work for her, which was awesome. It was like a dream come true. So she's working with the lady, and then she see her mother's necklace around the lady. And she's like, I dropped that necklace back in the day, and I thought, I lost it, and this, that, and the third. Well, the whole necklace is a whole other origin thing. But so she's like, and she kind of lost her cool a little bit. Was like, nah, that person wasn't, didn't die because of that. And come to find out that the Baroness had something to do with killing her mom. The Baroness had 3 Dalmatians. And they ended up pushing the mom off the cliff, and she ended up dying, which is sad, and left her an orphan. Boo hoo, right? Most origin stories, they start off like that. So going forward, after that, after she realized that, she said, "Oh, we're gonna have a heist. We're gonna, we're gonna take back the necklace." So, Cruella, because mind you, this whole point she's been in disguise. She had black and white hair, so she's in disguise this whole time, and so she's going. So when they first, and I love this part where she first like goes into the room of Cruella de Vil, and it was just so amazing. I am so sorry, y'all. We're going to cut this down because it was so amazing how it all went down. I was like, what? Oh my God. I'm like, and it's funny because this song has been referenced here, but it was another book I was reading by John Mayer, and it was really crazy. It's about cars that could drive around. But anyway, they could drive around, and the guy who, like, he went through a lot. Like, they took his money. It was a whole situation. It was some terrorists. They took his money and all that good stuff. So he's driving around, and he was like, you know, he called his boss like, well, I took one for the team, and I deserve this and deserve that. We'll talk about this later. And he decided to play this song. Well, as this song is playing, he gets killed. Like, the terrorists kind of take over the car and kills him. Spoiler. But anyway, it was a really, really, really good book. But anywho, so back to this. So she enters the building, and it's funny because, like, you saw that scene on the commercials where she, like, cuts the thing, and she cuts the girl, like, just cuts her. She's like, you cut me. And she's just like, oh, can I get this color? Look, can I get this color red in the fabric? Like, oh man, like, that's assault. Look, in America, that's assault, and most people are coming for you. But it is what it is. So she was excited. She was excited to work for her up until she worked for the Baroness until she found out that she killed her mom. And so then we saw the episode, or we saw the commercial where she sets herself on fire and it, like, burns up, and she is like sharp. And I'm like, so I'm looking at this like, this Baroness don't see, like, this is an issue, like, this is for competition. And so she ended up getting the necklace, but the Dalmatian ended up eating the necklace. And so she took the she took the dogs, and she tried to get the dogs to poop it out so that she could find the necklace. But they ended up getting back with the Baroness, and she's like, oh, Cruella, she's a horrible person, da, 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 da. But the Baroness tried to kill the girl. Like, what the crap, lady? Like you, like, and then we go back to the whole, and with the necklace, we go back to the whole scene. Like, the butler was like, nah, this is what happened. She told me to get rid of you. And I was like, well, nah, I couldn't do that because, like, you're a baby. Like, who does that? Like, who kills infants? Like, who does that? Like, with any human heart, who does that? So she ended up giving her to her mom, and her mom went back because she needed money to take care of her, which was obviously a bad decision. Oops. Everybody should have known that was not it, because when a woman who has a baby and don't want the baby and want the baby to be killed, and you're like, oh, I need money to raise your baby that I have, not a good idea. Not a good look. So she sits down and she sees that the Baroness is her mom. Mind you, she tried to kill her again. Like, seriously, she tried to kill Cruella for the second time. Well, actually, more than that. But anyway, and so Cruella, or Estelle, realized that, you know, my mom wasn't really my mom, and this lady is crazy, and I'm a little crazy too. So we found out that she was born a little off, and it's prevalent in the beginning scenes. Like, this little girl a little off in the head, but ain't nobody saying nothing. You know, she's just being precocious, or she's just being excited. No, she was not mean. She wasn't cruel, and she would tell her, "Oh, tell Cruella." Like, so the mom was like, "Oh, Cruella is your personality, and we need to get rid of, like, bye, Cruella. We don't need you to show up here today." Like, who gives their personality a whole name? The girl's name is Estelle, but they give her alter ego or her personality a name. Like, that's some spiritual foolishness, if you ask me, but I digress. So come to find out that Cruella is a little nuts in the head. Okay, she's a little off. And so she does all these beautiful designs, and the scenery was just beautiful. The fashion, immaculate. When I tell you, the girl could throw down when it comes to fashion. It's just so crazy how, you know, you end up being, you know. Like, now I understand, like, 101 Dalmatians, you're like, oh, is this crazy lady trying to kill puppies, or, you know, kill some puppies? Oh, that's horrible. That's awful. Yeah, but she kind of didn't have a good time with Dalmatians. You know what I'm saying? So you could see the cruelty or the meanness or being angry or mean. Like Maleficent. Like you could see the character development. You could understand why Maleficent wanted the little girl, like, I'm gonna put a curse on your daughter. True enough, that ain't cool. But when you're angry and upset and you just hold on to grudges and you just hold on to that anger, that's an issue. So she tried to kill Cruella for the second time. She tied her up and burned her house down. Like, who does that? Who is setting people's homes on fire? Like, I get it. Like, you're angry. You know, I guess it's like if you're mad at your ex, but I just believe like you shouldn't be going to that great length or that extreme. Like, to me, that's extreme. Extreme, extreme. So, anywho, um, finishing off. So, she escaped, and that's when the butler helped her out, blah, 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 blah. So we're moving on. So Cruella decides to destroy her fashion show. And she does. Like, she does. And she and the Baron is like, oh, she died. She died in the fire, blah, blah, blah. And the police are like, we ain't find nobody. You telling people the wrong thing. So Cruella decided to get her back. And she had everyone dressed like her and wear black and white hair. So they were like attacking people, and it was funny because now head of security girl was a black woman, and I'm like, I see why they put her in this part because when Cruella, she changed to Estelle. She put the little red. She had a red wig on. Put the red wig on, and she was like, "I'm gonna give you a hug. Like, can I give you a hug?" And Cruella's like, "You're not gonna kill me, are you?" Oh, that's funny. And so she hugs her. Then she pushes her off the little ridge. Like, who does that? And the black girl's like, ooh, oh my gosh, she did that. Like, that's why they put the black lady in that part. Because the facial expression of this lady is crazy. And I will say this, if you go see the movie, it was the banana slice for me. Like, the banana slice was just horrible. You'll see it. I say go see Cruella and you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. You're like, I was like, it's the banana slice for me. I had to stop eating the popcorn. But if you go see the movie, you will see what I'm talking about. You'll be like, oh, God, why? So we see her henchmen, the relationship between the two henchmen, her henchmen. Like, it's so cool. Like, it's so cool. And it's just slick how she did things. Like, the when you do the runway shows were just immaculate. When I tell you, just the designs were beautiful. It was just so nice. Give me a moment. I'm take another sip. Yeah, that's Deku right there. That's my boy. That's my boy. And so, like I said, I enjoyed the movie. I thought the movie was really, really good. It was really, really done well. She actually liked Dalmatians. So, to me, I'm thinking in a second movie, hopefully the second part of origin story, she will talk about or she will go through or give a rundown of the reason why she doesn't like Dalmatians, because there's more to it than that. And it's funny because she makes a comment. She's designing some stuff, which, let me tell you, this guy that's in the movie, when I tell you, he is, the cast is immaculate. I think the cast that they picked was excellent. Like, excellent, like, bar none. I mean, I wouldn't have did it a different way. I think it was beautiful. I think it was very well executed. I think it was very well done. I liked the entire movie. Like, there were no dry parts. There were no slow parts. It all kind of just was a cohesive goodness. It wasn't a cohesive mess, but it flowed. And when I tell you that's one of the best origin stories, I don't know, is it that they just took their time with it? You know, I mean, it was just beautiful. It was like The Devil Wears Prada, but better. Because I didn't see the movie Devil Wear Prada. I refused to see the movie. I read the book. The book was good. I didn't want to see Devil Wear Prada because I felt like you could not do, couldn't do the book justice. Like, not at all. Like, not at all. I refused to go. And I like to see movies that are books that I've read and they turned into movies, because like actually it was a movie that was just shown not Woman in the Window. I forget the name of it, but it was really really good. Like it was just so good, and it's on Hulu or Netflix, one of them. But I had listened to the story, and I'm like, Sharon, this happens in the story. I mean, they moved the story along though for it to be, and it was like a 2 hour movie, which was weird. But anyway, it was really really good. But I say all that to say that you should go see Cruella. Emma Stone really did her thing there. Like I am not like, oh, Emma Stone is so great. Nah, she alright. But this was a part very well written for her. Like this was, it was good. It was timely. I think it was not as dark or as bleak as you would think it is, but it is really good. Like it's a really good movie. I think that if you go in it with a blank slate, I think that the commercials did not do it justice. Like for once, you have movies where they show the good parts on the commercial, and then you're like, oh, this movie sucks, or this that's not enough, or it's too much, or it's not. It came together so well, and the fashion. Oh my gosh, oh, it was a vision. Artie was a true artist, and Cruella was very, very good at what she did. It was beautiful. Like I said, me personally, I enjoyed the movie. It was really, really good. I say go see it. If you like, if you like movies, go see it. I think you'll really like it. I think that's just me, my own personal opinion. Um, but I will sign off for now. Thank you very much for listening to my commentary. I appreciate it. Um, the only other thing I can say about it is go see the movie. If you have any comments or questions, please put it down. If you have any comments or questions, put it down in the comment section so that I can answer them. Again, if you have any questions, let me know, and we can definitely do it. But I honestly want to go out with a bang, and I really want to go out. I just thought this was just so beautiful. I just, this was just, I have to go out on this. I love music, y'all. Oh, love it. This this version of this song, perfect. So good. So good. I was I was done, y'all. I said, oh yes. Yes. I want to say that I will get back to anime. But if a movie moves me, I will talk about it. And I will get on my channel and talk about it. So if this wasn't your cup of tea, again, I'm sorry. But hey, but I truly enjoyed this. And I enjoyed the music. Please like, subscribe, and tune in again. And again, I appreciate you coming to my channel. And I really, truly enjoy music, as you can tell. And I think this song is everything. This song talks, it just speaks volumes about this character, Cruella, and his multiple personality self. Which I was just like, now you see how people have problems and demons, and they hold on to them or they accept them. You don't have to live like that. You don't. Let me tell you. Drop it in the comments if you have a question, because you don't have to live like that. Like God is here, Jesus is here, Holy Spirit is here to help us and walk us through this thing.